Hi there, it's the Victats podcast. This is a podcast about tatting, not the skin and ink kind of tatting. And right now we're kind of doing like a Vlogmas, okay? So I didn't post yesterday because, hey, yesterday was Thursday, so it was a long day. But I am posting today. So I wanted to show you, first of all, from the other day. See this guy? I don't know if you can see that, but this guy, that's where I probably, in all likelihood, put in a little too many chains in here. I don't know if you can tell. But yeah, so that's why it goes kind of wonky, but it's not the end of the world because overall, you know, it doesn't look too bad. Okay, so that's a very forgiving pattern, okay? All right, so the one we're gonna do today, almost the exact same thing, only, okay? Only we're not doing a lock chain, okay? We are just doing a normal chain, okay? And it looks like this. And here's our normal chains. Here, so the chain is 10 again. It's a ring of 4 picot 4, okay? So let me say that again. 4 picot 4, chain 10, 4 picot 4, okay? And then when we go around this part out here, we actually only do 8, okay? And it doesn't, I mean, it's not smooth like as smooth as the other ones, okay? But that's okay, I don't really care. So it kind of looks more like this. And I did this with 2 colors so I could have the red star be there. Cool, right? Okay. All right, so let me just stir it up something. Okay, so and then you don't need as much on the you don't need as much thread on the shuttle, okay, as you did the other day, because you know a lock chain takes up more shuttle thread, but it doesn't take very much shuttle thread for a normal chain. Okay, so once again, let me just show you that first bit where we are going to do 4, oh look, dog hair, surprise, 4, wow, yeah, okay. Interesting thing, don't undo a skein like and wind it onto a bobbin in bed if you have dogs, because there's hair everywhere and it's a good way to get fuzz on things. Okay, so we're going to do, we did 4 picot 4. Okay, all right. Okay, close the ring. And once again, don't forget about my nails. And my lack of nail polish remover. The big excitement for today is I've made 12 liters of hot chocolate concentrate because tomorrow we're doing a cookie hunt. Like there's a cookie hunt in town. Our clinic is one of the stops, and we like to give, okay, so now we're going to do 10 double stitches. And we like to do a little bit extra, and so we like to just let people have a bit of a rest station too, because we have space and okay, so here I am. Here's 10 double stitches, okay? And then we'll do another stitch. So my dog Lucky, because it was Lucky the other day too, never has touched this one lantern I have, which is a Christmas tree one. Like it's a tree one. And he's chosen this time as a time to start pushing it around and rolling it around. Fortunately, it's not I don't think it's that breakable, but it's pretty funny that he's picked this time as his opportunity. Okay, so here's 4 picot 4 again. Okay, I'm just doing that so you can kind of see. And we're going to do that until we have 5 rings and 5 chains, okay? look at this. 2, 4. Okay, I said yes. Because I was saying the word 5, then I did 5 double stitches. But we're going to do 5 rings and 5 chains, okay? And remember, the rings are 4 picot 4. It's actually not the end of the world if the rings are bigger. You can make them whatever size you want, to be honest. Okay. And it's a little happy face there, right? Okay, so through the magic of preparing ahead of time, I will now change over. And here we go. You may notice I'm using a different shuttle today. That's because for the life of me, I can't find the other one that I had that was like this. After the other day, it disappeared. Okay, hold on. I was supposed to undo this. So, let me just... Okay, so here we are. Woo. 5 rings, right? And 5 chains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. And then what is going to happen is we're going to once again do our star. So remember, you go down, you go over, you go over, you go over, and you go up, okay? So, and remember, when you go over, then the next one is going to go under because we're weaving them under, okay? We're weaving it. So I'm going to go over, right? And this is going to be fiddly no matter what we do here, okay? And do I think you need to worry about tension too much at this on this these chains? No, not really. But I'm making this look very hard. I'm a tension freak, so I often have tight tension on everything. Okay, so I have, why is that guy coming? Okay, so I brought this guy over and over, okay? And I'm gonna bring this other guy over and under. Oops. So this is a bit fiddly, right? Okay. So, okay. So there's my first, there's the last chain I did. It's going here, it's going over there, it's going over there. And now this one is gonna go back under and over. Okay, so remember, if the last time you went under, then on the next chain you're going to go over. So it should go over and then under. Okay, and then you go back to the beginning. Now here's the thing that's a little bit different than the other ones. Not that I care. I don't really care about front, back, side. I actually don't think people who are non-tatters can tell the difference. So to me, it's not very relevant. I've also been tatting for 30 years and perhaps I've lost the plot on it. So anyway, so what I do is, okay, because my chain is here. This is my core, this is my shuttle thread, and then this is the chain. So I'm actually like, sorry, let me get this proper. If I'm joining to this guy, I'm going to do my alligator join. Remember that from yesterday, alligator join, one goes in the front, one goes in behind. And if I'm doing it this way, then I need to change my direction of my chain. So I'm going to do, okay, now listen. A lot of people do a shoelace trick, okay? But what I actually do is, and remember, I like my tatting kind of dense. I guess it varies. On this pattern, it's dense. I do my first half stitch, I flip it over, okay? And now when I flip it over and I flip it away from me, then that first half stitch kind of stays as the first half stitch. So when you do the second half, you just look like you got a normal stitch, okay? If you're comfortable doing it that way, do it that way. If you are not comfortable doing it that way, then what you can do is I just think this is smoother, that's all. But what you can also do is a shoelace trick, which will work out the same way, and a shoelace trick is just an unflipped stitch, okay? So imagine that we are back a step ago. Here, let me undo this. You can tell how many times somebody's made mistakes by how good they are at undoing things. I'm really good at undoing things. Okay, so here we are. Okay, right? Here we are. We're going to do our alligator join, and if we're doing a shoelace trick, it is an unflipped stitch, and then you turn it You can still turn it towards you, and then you do your first stitch. Okay, so whatever one works for you, either, you know, it's fine. Whatever will happen. Now this time, instead of 10 like yesterday, we're going to do 8. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, so here we go. 2, 4, oh, here we go. 2, 4, 6, 8. And remember, we don't count that shoelace trick as anything if we do it as a shoelace trick. If you're doing it the way I showed you the first time, where you just kind of flip things around, then hey, I count it. It's whatever. I don't think a half stitch is going to make or break us, but anyways. Five, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8. Okay, and here we go. And I remember yesterday I showed you where I folded it forward. Okay, I just put remember I put the thread in the front, fold this forward so it's holding it, and then come around. 1. Oh, did I do a full stitch there? Yeah, I did. Okay. Sadly, in the last year, my eyesight has decreased a bit, and it's a little bit harder for me to see some of these things. Okay. Okay, and we're gonna just keep going around. You might as well see me go all the way around because, you know, it'll be fun. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now, you know, people tat differently depending on where they're from and everything like that. And my advice to you is just whatever works. Now, I have tatted so much that I gave myself wicked problems. So I actually can't tat now anymore quite the way I started tatting. So I do a modified version. So you'll see is I use a large portion of my hand. I believe in spreading the pain is, and in all honesty, nothing beats taking breaks. So apparently you can't do any craft for hours without hurting yourself. So I know we all find that shocking. Okay, so there I am. I'm done that first one, and once again, I do an alligator join around. If you haven't watched the first video, this makes more sense if you've watched the first video too. But once again, I folded this over, and I actually did a join at the back there, and I actually did a first half unflipped, second half flipped. And learned a lot from, oh my God, you know, the artistry in tatting, Siepelman, is that what it is? Where, you know, you learn a lot about how much tatting will stay when you do the right combination of knots. Okay, and so then it looks just like this. Now, the difference between this one and this one, and why there's more ends, is because I should just cut this off too, eh? God, you know, me and ends. I don't know why I don't just cut them off, but whatever. Okay, so is that the shuttle thread was red on this one. Okay, and I was intending on actually doing something different so that the outside was red too, but I was running out of red thread. So here we go. I just kept going around. So now you got the, you know, 2 different colors. But if you did it right, you know, because you're going to have to switch the thread direction anyways. So you can always switch, switch shuttles, or, you know, do it 2 shuttles and switch it so that this becomes red too. And that would look really cool as well. But yeah, so here we are. There's, oops. Okay, because that one's still attached. Let me cut it. Let me clean up my mess a bit. Okay, so we have this one. This one. and this one, okay? All right, so remember, you are going to start off with 4 picot 4, chain 10, 4 picot 4. So then you do it so that there's 5 rings and 5 chains. Then you do your fold around, okay? Then you are going to start with an alligator join around the base of the first ring, and then you're going to do 8 between each ring and do an alligator around the base of each ring, okay? Yeah. Cool, right? I thought it was kind of cute. Alrighty, so then I have a, okay, now, if you're thinking to yourself, it would look really cool if you just did a ring that was just these guys, and you did like kind of like this, and like that, and like that, and like that, like around, and just left it that way. Yep, it does look really cool. Yarn Player actually did, if you go to the Yarn Player blog, she did a really neat star about, I want to say close to 10 years ago, but she shows you a couple variations, and she does a beaded version, so that's kind of cool. And she's got a really cool blog anyways. Okay, so that's what we're doing today. And yeah, so is there anything else I was going to say? Nope. Okay, so I have, I believe, one more variation on this that I'm going to show you in either tomorrow or in a couple days, okay? I'm going to sign off and wish you guys happy tatting, and hope you're having a good December, okay? Cheers!